Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Welcome to the APBA Brian channel, and this will be Game 3 of the Organization Tournament 2019 playoffs. We have the Tampa Bay Rays of 2008 are playing the 2017 Houston Astros. Here are some of the stars that we'll see today. Evan Longoria, rookie in 2008. Scott Kazmar, starting pitcher today. Carlos Pena. For the Houston Astros, Jose Altuve. Carlos Correa. Alex Bregman and Yulieski Gurriel. And George Springer. Here's the starting lineups. And I'm just going to spread these out. You'll see how the batting order will go. Scott Kazmar is the pitcher, grade B, X, Y modifiers, W in control. Here are the Houston Astros starting lineup. We've got master symbols on both sets of cards, so we will use the merino boards. Okay, Dallas Keuchel is the starting pitcher. Keuchel is a grade B, Y modifier. I think we're ready to go. Here we go. Melvin Upton steps in. Let's get the numbers straight. All right. 53 is a 17. The Astros are a column 2. Tampa's also a column 2. 17 is going to test the right fielder. George Springer is a column 1, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Jason Bartlett. Dallas Keuchel winds and makes the pitch. 1-3 is a 42. That is hit by a pitch ball unless he's a HBO 0. And I don't see any markings on hit batter, so he is hit by pitch. Put Tampa with a runner at first. He is F-rated runner, fast. Evan Longoria. Dallas Keuchel was 14-5 in 2017 with a 2.9 earned run average. Here's the pitch to Longoria. 34 is a fly ball to center field, caught by Jake Marisnick for the second out. Willie Ibar is the batter. 64 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. So the Rays are down in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first, no score. Scott Kazmar, 12-8, 3.49 earned run average in 2008. He will face very difficult leadoff batter in George Springer. George Springer was the Astros' #1 draft pick in 2011. 23 is a ground ball to third base, caught by Evan Longoria, throws over to first for the first out. Alex Bregman, the Astros' third baseman. 61 is a 39. That's going to be a ball 4. It has a W modifier. So does Kazmar. So Alex Bregman is the Astros' first runner. F-rated speed at first base. Here is Jose Altuve. 346 hitter. 2017, the league's MVP. I think also batting champion. Here's the pitch. 25 is a 10 off grade 13, left-handed, so he'll be a 14. 10 off 14 is going to be a base hit, and Bregman will go to third. So the Astros are in business. Runners at first and third here in the first inning. Alex Correa. Okay, the Rays are going to play their infield back. Altuve might think about stealing. Okay, the E rating on Altuve's car is going to prevent him from stealing. Because the rules have to be 2 outs, -1 tied or +1. So there's not 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Correa. 36 is a 14. That's going to be a base on balls. And he didn't need to steal. Bases are loaded. Scott Kazmir is in a mess here in the first. Bases are loaded. To Josh Reddick, 314 hitter. Infield is back. Here's the pitch to Reddick. 1-5 is a 8 against a -5, so 8 against a 18. 32 is going to be a fly out to right field. Have to see how deep it is. Okay, the depth was, I rolled a 2 on the depth, and that's not very deep. It was only 42 depth. But when you consider the arm of Baldelli, the speed of Bregman, it'd be 11 through 43, he'd be safe. It's about a 2/3 chance he's not going to go. Fly ball is not deep enough. So, because you got Gurriel, is a 299 hitter, 18 home runs. So, they don't push it here in the first. Here's Yulieski Gurriel, 63. That is going to be a fly out to the left fielder, Crawford, and all these bases loaded. Opportunity goes by the wayside. We go to the top of the second, no score. Well, in a tight ball game, the Astros might regret not taking that chance at third on the not deep enough fly ball. Rocco Baldelli will lead off for Tampa Bay in the second. 54 is a fly ball to the right fielder, George Springer, and he is the first out. Carl Crawford will be the batter. 21 is a fly ball to the left fielder, Josh Reddick. 2 outs. And Tampa's looking for their first base hit. They had hit batter, but no hits yet. Navarro, the catcher, roll is 23, and that is hit on the ground to the second baseman, Jose Altuve, for the third out. Go to the bottom of the second, no score. Evan Gattis will lead off for the Astros in the bottom of the second. I have a friend who goes to spring training every year, and he met Evan Gattis at a hotel, either lobby or bar by the lobby, I think. And he's very friendly, and sat down where they sat down together, had about a 15-minute conversation. Very impressive, Evan Gattis. Here's the pitch to Gattis. 52 is ground ball to the third baseman. There is an X modifier, so Kazmir has the X, so Gattis is a strikeout victim. Jake Marisnik, the second center fielder, comes to bat. 42 is also a strikeout. And now Dallas Keuchel gives Kazmir a chance maybe to strike out the side. Let's see if he can do it. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field, Josh Reddick. So Keuchel gets one on the ball, but 3 up, 3 down, bottom of the second. We go to the top of the third, no score. Akinori Iwamura will lead off for the Rays. 32 is a ground ball hit toward Jose Altuve. He makes the throw over to first. First out. Scott Kazmir. APBA Classics, I don't use, unless I'm using as played lineups. for games that were actual games. I don't use the DH. Here's Casimir, 64, is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Back to the top of the order, and Melvin Upton. 1-5 is a base hit, the first base hit. Pretty sure that's 11. Keiko's a grade 14. Plus 1, it makes him a 13. And yeah, that is a single for Upton. And with 2 out, let's see if he wants to steal. Keiko's move to first is plus 2 in his favor. Stealing is C28 is stealing rating. And the arm for Gaddis is a -4, so that's going to make him be 2 from the Houston side added to C30. That's pretty good odds. Okay, 11-56, he'll be safe. Here's the throw. He's going to try to steal. And it is 11, which is also going to be an error. Sending Upton to third on the stolen base in the air. There are 2 outs, so for Jason Bartlett, the infield would be back. Here's the pitch from Keiko. 45 is a base on balls. Now first and third. Evan Longoria. 1-1 drive, that's a 5. -3 against left-handers, so he's going to be 5 on a 17. That is a drive. It might be, it could be, it is out of here, and the Tampa Bay Rays take a 3-0 lead. Upton scoring, Bartlett scoring, and now Longoria. And it's change the scoreboard here. Roy Ibar. 54 is a fly ball to George Springer in right field. It's caught, but the Rays score 3 on 2 hits in the top of the third. At the bottom of the third, Tampa 3, Houston nothing. Okay, Houston Astros, George Springer, 45 is going to be a walk. That is the 3rd walk already off Scott Casimir. Alex Bregman, the batter. 54 is a 32. That's going to be a fly ball, not deep enough. Caught by the right fielder Rocco Baldelli for first out. Springer holds at first, and Jose Altuve comes to bat. Single his first time up. There's the pitch to Altuve. 41 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Jason Bartlett over to Iwamura to Ibar. That's a 6-4-3 double play. Ending the 3rd inning, we go to the top of the 4th. Tampa 3 rather. Houston 0. Rocco Baldelli will lead off for the Tampa Bay Rays. In 2002, my oldest boy had a tryout with the Devil Rays, and there were probably 100 people trying out, and no one was signed in that tryout. And in that tryout was Oscar Zamora, who came up huge for the Detroit Tigers when they went to the World Series. And they said it was Zamora that he was too prone to injury, but he was throwing the ball 100 miles an hour then and later for the Tigers. They didn't sign him. Here's the pitch to Rocco Baldelli. 41. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Carl Crawford. 61 is a fly ball to George Springer in right field. 2 outs, and Diano Navarro, the catcher. 35 is a walk. Iwamura, the last I heard of him, he was managing in Japan the Fukushima Hope, which is a Japanese Challenge League. He was manager there. Here's the pitch. 44 is an 8 against a, so he's -4 against left-handers, so 8 on an 18. That is going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher for the third out. Go to the bottom of the fourth, 3-0 Tampa. Carlos Correa will lead off for the Houston Astros. He was their #1 draft choice in 2012. 1-2 is the roll. 25 is hit on the ground. Not hit, it's an X modifier, so he is a strikeout. 1 down. Josh Reddick. Josh Reddick once hit 2 grand slams in 1 month, which is something that another Astro did, Jeff Bagwell. Here's the pitch. 36 is a roll. 33 is a Y modifier. That's a strikeout. Yulieski Gurriel. 1-4 is a fly ball to Carl Crawford and left. Astros go 3 up and 3 down, and Scott Kazmir has retired his last 11 batters in a row. Top of the 5th. Rays 3, Astros 0. Mel Upton will lead off for the. No, it should be Scott Kazmir leading off. Kazmir will lead off. 1-3 is the roll. That's going to be a strikeout. Now we go to Melvin Upton. BJ, which stands for Bossman Jr. His dad was known as Bossman. Here's the pitch. 65 is a pop-up to the catcher, Evan Gaddis. 2 away. Jason Bartlett. Got hit by pitch and walked. 55 is an 8. He's +10 against left-handers, so that's going to be an 8 on a 4, which is going to be a single. Fast runner at first with 2 outs. Evan Longoria. Manager Joe Madden does not send a runner. Here's the pitch to Longoria. It's 42. 22 will be a hit by pitch ball. And that's his second batter that's been plunked here by Dallas Keuchel. Willie Ibar with runners on first and second and 2 away. He is 0 for 2. He struck out his first time up. Here's the pitch to Willie Ibar. 34 is a fly ball to Jake Marisnick in center field, who makes the catch. Go to the bottom of the 5th. Still Rays 3, Astros 0. Okay, Evan Gaddis will be the hitter. 55 is an 8. He's a -3. This makes him a 16, the pitcher. So 8 on 16 is going to be a fly ball at center field. Caught by Melvin Upton, and that's the first out. Jake Marisnick. 1-5 is at 11. He's a +1, so 11 on 12. That's going to be a base hit. For Marisnick, he is a C27 Steeler, which means he might go. Again, his move to first is +1, so that makes him a C26. And the catcher, I've forgotten, is a +3 throwing arm, so 23. 11. Let's see, that would be 11 through 45. He'd be safe. There's 1 out. Dallas Keuchel is the batter. We'll just do it the easy way and sacrifice. Here's the pitch to Keuchel. That's going to be a 21. 30, that's sacrifice. 5-4. Marisnick goes to second, but there are 2 outs. And top of the order to George Springer. Springer's 0 for 1. He's grounded out to third and walked. 42 is a base on balls. First and second, Alex Bregman. The Astros have had their base runners, but they've not been able to get a clutch hit. Here's the pitch to Bregman. 46 is a strikeout. And Casimir pitches out of trouble here in the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th inning, 3-0 Tampa. Rocco Baldelli will lead off in the top of the 6th inning. He's currently a manager in the major leagues today, but he had a somewhat abbreviated major league career. He suffered from a rare condition of metabolic muscular disorder, which severely limited his playing time. But he was 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting his rookie year in 2003. There's the pitch from Keuchel to Baldelli. 26 is a strikeout. That's how the 6th inning begins. Here is Carl Crawford. 52 is a ground ball to the third baseman, Alex Bregman, over to first. 2 away. And Dionner Navarro, the catcher. 25 is 8 minus 3, so 8 on a 17 is going to be fly out to left field, Josh Reddick. So 3 up and 3 down in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Tampa 3, Houston nothing. Top of the order to... No, that's not right. Not the top of the order. The third batter, Jose Altuve. Altuve will lead off. He's 1 for 2. Singles, grounded into a double play. 42 is a 9. Minus 1 on 9 on 12. Is just barely a ground out to third base. X modifier, so a strikeout. And that is 6 strikeouts in 6 innings for Scott Casimir. Carlos Correa. 34 is a fly ball to Melvin Upton. 2 down. Josh Reddick. 26 is a fly ball to Rocco Baldelli. 3 outs. Go to the 7th, Tampa 3, Houston nothing. Okay, Dallas Keuchel has passed his point of weakness, but according to my home rules, when they reach the point of weakness, I'll wait for 2 bad things to happen to him before I start reducing their pitching grade. And so nothing bad has happened to Keuchel since he got past the point of weakness. He's going to pitch to Ivo Miro of Tampa Bay, top of the 7th. 1-2 is the roll. That's going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher, Keuchel, and over the first. 1 down. Scott Casimir. Casimir has not reached his point of weakness yet, so he's still batting. He's in there working on a shutout. 41. Ground ball to the shortstop, Carlos Correa. Throws over to first, 2 away. Melvin Upton. 1-6 is a ground out to the shortstop. 3 up, 3 down, and Keuchel has retired his last 7 hitters. Go to the bottom of the 7th. 3-0 Rays. All right, it'll be Yulieski Gurriel, Evan Gattis, and Jake Marisnick in the bottom of the 7th inning. Gurriel is the 24th batter, which is Casimir's point of weakness. Here's the pitch to Gurriel. 52 is a ground out X modifier, so he's a strikeout. And Kazmir is rolling right along. He's only given up 2 hits and 3 walks in the game. Here's Evan Gaddis. 42, it's a strikeout. 7th strikeout in the game. And Jake Marisnick. 1-1, that's a drive. It might be, it could be. It is out of here. Jake Marisnick puts the Astros on the board. It's 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th. All right, AJ Finch, the Astros manager, will send out Marwin Gonzalez to pinch hit for Dallas Keuchel. Here's the pitch to Gonzalez. 32 is a ground ball to the second baseman. And Marwin Gonzalez is retired. 4-3. Well, we go to the top of the 8th. The Astros are on the board now. Scores Tampa 3, Houston 1. The new pitcher for Houston will be Will Harris. He is grade 13 relief pitcher with the X, Y, and Z modifiers. Jason Bartlett will lead off for Tampa. They're going to try to keep this 2-run lead. Here's the pitch to Bartlett. 62 is a strikeout for the first out. Evan Longoria made the All-Star team in his rookie year. Also was selected to play in the Home Run Derby in his rookie year. Here's the pitch to Longoria. 54 is a fly ball to George Springer. It's a catch. 2 away. Willie Ibar. 52 is a ball hit on the ground. X modifier, so it's a strikeout. Not hit on the ground. 3 out, 3 down for Tampa in the 8th. Tampa Bay 3, Houston 1. Okay, as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, we got J.P. Howe and Grant Balfour, both AC pitchers, warming up in the bullpen for Tampa. George Springer will lead off for the Astros. Here's the pitch to Springer from Scott Kazmir. 23 is a ground out to third base. 1 away. Alex Bregman. 32 is a ball hit on the ground to second base. Caught by Iwamuro over to first. 2 down. And now Jose Altuve. That's a hit column roll for Altuve. 64 is a double. And that's going to be -1, so double on 14. No letters, so that's 2 bases for Altuve. And with 2 outs, Joe Madden calls time. He goes to the bullpen and brings in from Sydney, Australia, Grant Balfour. He is an A and C pitcher, which is grade 24 on the Merino boards, KX and W modifiers. Carlos Correa with 2 outs. He represents a tying run. Here's the pitch. 65, almost a 66, which would have been a home run. 35 is going to be a W modifier. That's going to be a walk. So we got first and second, and Josh Reddick with 2 outs coming to bat. He represents the go-ahead run. Here's the pitch. Kind of white knuckle time for Rays fans. 46 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. And the Rays go to the 9th, leading 3-1. Okay, in the top of the 9th, Houston Astros bring in Chris Davinsky, grade A pitcher, XY modifiers, 15 rating on the Merino boards. Carl Crawford leads off for the Tampa Bay Rays. 25 is a 10. Davinsky is right-handed. 15 be a 14. It's a base hit for Carl Crawford. fast runner at first. Okay, no outs. Carl Crawford's chances of stealing second are 11 through 64. That's overwhelming. Gaddis adds 4 to his number, and there's 0 on the hold number. So he's going to steal and is easily safe. Navarro may square around and moving to third since there's no outs. There's the pitch. 65 is a 35. That's going to be a strikeout. So they were pretty determined to sacrifice him over. They didn't get it done. Akinori Iwamura is the batter. 51 is a 9 against grade 15. That's going to be base hit, and the runner scores. Adding a big insurance run for Tampa, it's now 4-1. Okay, Tampa's going to send up a pinch hitter, Carlos Pena. He's going to try to get another quick one. Here's the pitch from Davinsky to Pena. 44 is a 8. It gets the right +5 on right-handers. So 8 on a 10. That is going to be a single, and the runner goes to second. Melvin Upton comes to bat with 1 out. Here's the pitch to Melvin Upton. 63 is a 32. It's going to be a fly out to the right fielder. F runner on second can go to third. I think Iwamura is an F runner. Let's see, wrong side. Nope, he's not. He holds at second. So just a fly out to right, and the 2 outs. Jason Bartlett. 36 is a walk. A little shy of Tampa Bay picks, so we'll have to flip over Houston pick, be my base runner at first. And the batter is Evan Longoria. Here's the pitch to Longo. 32 is a ball hit on the ground. 26, infield back. The out is 4-6 for the 3rd out. Go to the bottom of the 9th. Tampa 4, Houston 1. Okay, Joe Maddon will bring in his closer, Troy Percival, formerly of the California Angels. He is a grade 8 relief pitcher with Y and W modifiers. You'll be looking at pretty much the bottom of the Houston Astro order, if you can say they have a bottom order. They're all good. There's the pitch to Gurriel. 1-1 roll, that's a 6 against a +1 on right-handed hitters, so it's going to be 6 on a 7. There's an M letter there. And he does have the M letter. That's going to be a home run for Yulieski Gurriel. 4-2. Now Houston. James Gaddis. J.P. Howell gets up in the Tampa Bay bullpen. Here's the pitch to James Gaddis. It's a 1-2 that's hit on the ground. X modifier, he doesn't have one, so it's ground out to second base. First out in the 9th. Here is Jake Marisnick. .46 is a swing and miss for strike 3. 2 away, timeout for a pinch hitter. Okay, Houston's pitcher will be Carlos Beltran. I think he's manager material. I'd like to see one of these teams hire him as a manager, see how he does that in that role. Here's the pitch from Troy Percival. 32 is a ground ball to the second baseman, Akinori Iwamuro, over to Willie Ibar, and that's the final out of the game. Final score, Tampa Bay 4, Houston Astros 2. We'll be back with a wrap-up. Okay, this was Game 3 of the 2019 playoff tournaments using Classic teams to represent the cities that are competing in the 2019 playoffs. This game was taken by the Tampa Bay Rays, who scored 4 runs on 6 hits and no errors, over the Houston Astros of 2017, who scored 2 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. There were home runs in the game by Evan Longoria, Jake Marisnick, and Yulesky Gurriel. But the star of today's game is Scott Kazmir. Scott Kazmir pitched 7 2/3, 1 earned run allowed, 4 hits. He struck out 8 and walked 3. He's the winning pitcher. Troy Percival got the save in the 9th inning. Scott Kazmir, the number 1 pitcher on the 2008 Rays staff, also 2007, he set season marks and strikeouts, both for the Rays and also for a game. He struck out 13 one time on August 25th against the Oakland Athletics in 2007. He struck out 13 batters. So there you have it. The Tampa Bay Rays will move on. They'll play the winner of the New York Yankees and Minnesota Twins game, which is coming up tomorrow. Please join us then for the Twins at Yankees in this tournament, Game 4. Thank you for joining me today. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe. Have a good day.